Sunny.
And I'm Alizé, and today, what are we making today?
A tarte aux poires.
Yep, we're making une belle tarte aux poires, right? And this is a French recipe. My mom has been making this for years and taught us how to make it. And it's a pretty simple recipe, right? But it kind of makes a mess, which makes it more fun for Sunny, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is, and the problem is we don't really have an exact quantity thing. So we're just gonna put like half and half sugar. So I've got right now a half a cup. So we're gonna do a half a cup of flour and a half a cup of sugar. And we're gonna need probably double that eventually. So Sunny, put a hole in there, like a big hole. Okay, that's a little hole, like a big hole that'll fit an egg yolk in there. Can you do it like that?
Yeah.
All right, so do you remember how I said we did the egg yolk, just the yolk of the egg?
Yeah.
Okay, you wanna crack it? Go ahead and crack it, and you're gonna crack it in my hand once you get it open. We'll go with this hand.
Grab. Oh, come on, Shitty.
Go on, hit it hard one time. Okay, well, now go ahead. All right, crack it in there. All right, is it all in there? Yep, so if you do that, then the yolk stays in your hand and the white goes down in the bowl, right? Mm-hmm. So all we need is the egg yolk, so one egg yolk, and we're gonna put that right in the middle. And we try not to waste any food, and we'll probably use the egg whites possibly a little bit later to make a mousse or something. But what my grandma used to do with the egg whites was put it on her face. Just put the egg whites on her face as a face mask as she was baking. Kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
But it works, it's actually really nice. And then we're also going to put in, go ahead.
A melted butter.
Yes, that's right. This has been out on the counter for a while. So go ahead and stick that right in there as well. Messy, right? But kind of fun. Mm-hmm. Sunny could eat a whole stick of butter. So we're gonna like kind of smush it all together. Do you wanna help me smush?
Yeah. Mm.
So when you start, it's gonna be...
Oh my God.
Okay. Well,
it's feeling really good.
It feels really good in your fingers?
Yeah.
So you can see how...
Scratching us.
So you can kind of see how it's a little bit too sticky for any kind of dough. We're gonna add another half cup of flour. And a half a cup of sugar. And we're gonna kind of mix it back in again. So go ahead and help me mix, Sunny. Starting to get the correct consistency here. Come on, get your little hands in here and start squishing it. Do you see how that feels?
Yeah, really good.
So let's see if we can make this into a ball. So I always do the taste test to see if it's ready or not. So why don't we both take a little piece, Sunny Bunny, and taste it. Good, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit buttery and just the right amount of sweet. So you don't want things too sweet, but like I said, it's about a cup of each, that egg yolk and the stick of butter. And we want that stick of butter melted, right? All right, so why don't we make this?
Let me get this piece right here.
Oh, okay, good. Get that piece. So why don't you make that into a nice ball for me? And I'm gonna get our pan.
And then can I hold it?
Yeah, of course you can hold it.
Because you always let me hold it with the bread.
That's right. So what we did for the pears was we had about 4 pears, and you want these to be ripe. So it's kind of like finding an avocado at the grocery store. You know, you get one, it's either hard as a rock or super soft. And then kind of the same thing with pears. So it takes a few days for them to get ripe, and you want them very ripe for this recipe. So then after we did that, we peeled all the pears. We did 4 pears. They were pretty big, but you could, if you have Sunny here, who has a tendency of eating a lot of the pears, you might want to get 6 pears just to be safe. And then I peeled them and I quartered them, and then we cut them very thin, right? Mm-hmm.
Well, we had little tiny red pears that we ate all.
Yeah, we ate all those red pears, didn't we? These were the nice golden pears, but you can get anything that looks good and ripe and that's on sale.
Oh, can I do that?
Yep, so why don't you squish this dough in here, and we got quite a bit, but we want it kind of thin at the bottom. And since there is butter in there already, you don't need to butter the pan first. right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna help you squish that down. If you squish this side, I'll squish this side. You can go ahead, squish, Sunny Bunny.
How about I do this?
Yeah, you can do that. And we want it to kind of go up the sides, and this is one of those pans where the sides pop off. So you want it to be pretty as well. So once we got this flattened and even,
Put some like.
yeah, we're gonna do that next. We're gonna, everything in France, when you make like desserts or food, presentation is like a huge part of it.
Yeah.
So we want it to look pretty as well as taste good, right? And we can start going up on the edges and make a nice edge on it, because while the pears are super good, the crust itself is delicious. It's like the best sugar cookie ever.
Yeah.
Now, make the edges look pretty much even, but
Like
kind of have
waves?
some. Yeah, see how it kind of looks like waves? We just did an imprint with our fingers to make them wavy.
Can I do that?
Sure.
You already did that, so it's done.
Okay.
It's like a big pool.
You think so?
Yeah.
Dive in there.
Dive in there.
Okay.
Splash everywhere.
So you see how that's flat, and then how we kind of did a nice little rim on the edge. So next thing we're gonna do is the pears, and we're gonna do that in a spiral, but since it's gonna take a little bit of time, let's do a speeded up version. How's that sound? Fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Stick it in there.
Oh, can I put it in there?
No, we don't want you to get burnt, right?
But what did he do?
So our Tarte aux Poires is ready. We're gonna pull it out of the oven. And this took it's between 40 and 45 minutes is how long this took at 325 degrees. And you can tell it's done because it's golden brown on the edges there. How does it smell?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Are you excited to try it?
Yeah, but it's pretty hot though.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till it cools down. And it's a good thing to serve it with is,
Mom, I see the butter legend.
yeah, that's the juices from the pears and the butter, right?
Yeah. But after coronavirus is my birthday.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
What kind of cake do you think you want for your birthday?
Like, you remember I had a helicopter birthday, so a helicopter one, so I want to make an osprey one.
You wanna make an osprey cake? Well, I guess we have a challenge.
And some icing on it.
With some icing?
We have to buy some icings and some sprinklers.
Okay.
Have a great day. Have a great day.
Have a good day. This is really good served with some vanilla ice cream too, if you have some.
Do we have any banana?
We don't have any banana.
But what about some whipped cream on it?
We could try to do some whipped cream. Does that sound good?
I would do some whipped cream.
All right, have a great day.